In today's video, we are going to talk about how long it takes to lose weight or just see results in general. Now, this answer is not a clear-cut answer, but this is so important to keep in mind because honestly, I would say one of the main reasons people don't reach their goals is because they think that the path from point A to point B is going to be a linear path. There's not going to be any ups and downs. They're gonna start trying to lose body fat and then keep going, everything goes smoothly, end point, bam. That would be nice, but this is not a perfect world, and things will happen in life that can kind of push you off track a little bit, and that means that your progress, it's not going to be linear. Most of the time, it is not going to be linear. Now, the reason this is just so important to remember is because, like I said, you're going to give up if you think that it's supposed to be linear. I think back when I was struggling with binge eating and just gaining and losing, I thought that falling off track wasn't something that somebody successful with weight loss did. So anytime I started slipping up, I was like, oh shit, I've done it again. I'm gaining weight now. I'm never gonna get to where I wanna be. And that's just not true. All it means is that there's obstacles and there's setbacks, and that can make it take a little bit longer to get to where you want to be, but it doesn't mean you won't get to where you want to be. So for example, you may be starting to lose weight, things are going well, but then maybe something happens at work and things get crazy hectic, or maybe you're in school and then finals come up and again things get crazy hectic, or like some family issues arise, or maybe you're traveling. Who knows? Things just come up in life and can slow down your progress. So like the path to weight loss, it could be like losing weight. Oh, something happened. Oh, we're up a little bit. Okay, now we're doing well again. Oh, something happened. Now we're up a little. And you just have to accept that that is how the process is. It's just part of the process. So that's why it's really important to understand that this is a long-term journey, and you have to notice where you're making progress that's not just physical, like small little accomplishments, gaining strength, feeling more energetic, maybe not falling off track as much, just things like that that are essential to making this a lifestyle. Because the important thing to know also, if you can't master this, if you cannot accept that fat loss isn't linear, guess what? You won't be able to maintain the results, because guess what? There's not really a finish line to your goals. I used to think, again, same thing, like, oh, if I stay on track and get to where I want to be, like, I'm good to go. That's it. No, even once you get to your goal, if you're doing great maintaining, you may still have little ups and downs. Like, again, myself, for example, obviously I do not yo-yo diet like I used to, but I'll still have small fluctuations. I'll still have periods of times where I'm not so on track and I don't feel like my absolute best. And that doesn't mean I'm like, oh my God, I've fallen off track, I'm not fit anymore, this is a disaster. Like, no, it's just like, oh, I'm living my fit, healthy life. Right now is not as on point as usual, but I'm gonna keep going. So it's like, there's not really a finish line. I think that's what you don't realize when you haven't gotten there yet, that there is no finish line, because it's not like you lose all the weight and then you never have these issues again. They're still there. You still will have ups and downs in your fitness journey. So that is why if you're not patient, it's just not going to happen. Because even if, let's say, you lose weight super quickly and the pathway is linear, then you're gonna get into real life and things are still gonna happen and you're gonna gain the weight back. So that is why there's never really a clear answer to how long does it take, because who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows? And obviously everyone is different as well. Metabolism, activity level, blah. So yeah, I really can't stress enough the patience. I would say that's one of the biggest reasons people don't reach their fitness goals, because they're impatient. They don't see what they want immediately and then they just give up. But you can't do that. You can't do that. So just keep going and accept that it is a journey. It's not always going to be a smooth one, And if you stick with it, you will get to where you want. It may take you way longer than your friend, and that can be annoying, but you still just have to keep going if you want to get there. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up in terms of how long it takes is remember that certain areas are gonna take longer than other areas. So everyone has a problem area on their body. I said problem weird. Problem area. So that's an area where you hold more fat there and it takes longer to change. For me, that was my legs, especially the back of my legs. I've been working out for 8 years, and just this year I've started seeing like some good hamstring definition. And I mean, don't let that scare you. It's not gonna take you 8 years to fix your problem area, but it takes a long time. It takes a long time. I know a very common problem area is also the stomach. People will say, oh, like I'm slim, or like I've leaned out my arms and legs, blah, 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 but my stomach still hasn't budged, and there's nothing special you have to do. You just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep going. It's like if you pictured a pool full of water and you're trying to get the water from the bottom, that's like your stubborn fat, right? So you can't, you just got to keep draining the pool, and eventually the bottom water, aka the stomach fat, whatever the problem area is, will come down. So that is also something to keep in mind when it comes to how long something is going to take. Problem areas, unfortunately, take the longest and will be the last thing to come down. It can also depend on your starting point as well. If someone considers themselves like, kind of like the description I just explained, kind of like skinny fat, and they're like, oh, my limbs are really slim, but my stomach is big. In that case, you're gonna wanna aim for more of a body recomp. So you're gonna be gaining muscle while losing some fat, and that takes time. So whereas someone who maybe has a lot of muscle built already, but then they just have fat on top and they're just focusing on losing the fat, that might not take as long. But again, genetics come into play, so many things come into play. So all I can really stress is try to find ways to enjoy your fitness journey. Look at the gym as something that relieves your stress, not as just something that you're doing to look better. Same as eating well. I noticed that if I'm eating really badly for an extended period of time, my energy levels are shit. I can't focus. I'm not in a good mood. I feel awful. So just that alone, like, don't you want to feel good and have energy? Look at that as like the primary thing for your fitness journey, and then it's just gonna help you be patient, because if you're impatient and you're like, I don't wanna stick to it, I don't look better, blah, 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 but like, look at all the other benefits. Look at them, they're everywhere. So yeah, be patient. I know it's easier said than done, but you must be patient. Enjoy the process. Like, try to feel like a badass, gaining strength, gaining power in the gym. Yeah, and let's like, find recipes, things for eating that's like exciting, and notice how it improves your energy levels and your skin and your hair. La-di-da-di-da. So yeah, enjoy the journey, be patient, progress isn't linear, and that is all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos, because I'm gonna give you advice on how to reach your goals in the most effective way. And that's all. I will see you in the next video. Bye!